I like to go up
because
then it can slip out of your fingers.
All right.
It's that time of year. We're getting the old truck ready to go to the car show. Mount Carmel Junction. We're gonna load that. We're gonna load that Model T, and we're gonna load that Model T on this trailer. So let's get the truck fired up and pull forward. Get some room for some ramps. One. Hi, Ran. What are you doing? Huh, Rennie dog? Come on. How we do, Ran? How we do? What do you think? Like that Model T? I gotta roll that back a little bit and tie everything down and put the ramps away. But I think we actually have enough room for maybe a golf cart or maybe a motorcycle. So we'll put that on and get her tied down and get ready to roll. Hurricane Hillary's blowing through. Got the flags blowing out, blowing all my stuff around. Got the truck loaded up, ready to go to the car show. Cummins boat. Haven't even uncovered this thing yet this year. Oh yeah, it's full of water. Yeah. A little windy today. Say we're gonna have 60-mile-an-hour winds. Let her rip. Well, it's time. It's time to head for Mount Carmel Junction with that mess of cars and the mini semi-truck. So this will be the first time it's been driven more than 25 miles. It'll be the first time it's ever been driven with a load of cars and that trailer on the back. So when I had the trailer on originally, when I finished it, I went around the neighborhood, and that was as far as I took the trailer. So let's see how she does. Well, we made it to Pilot. Ray's going to get breakfast, and we're going to put some fuel in it. This will be the first time we've ever actually pumped fuel at the pump. So, going to Utah to a car show.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Dude, that is too cool, man. Good style.
Thanks, man.
Awesome. Well, enjoy. Safe travel.
All right, man.
Yeah.
So we've had a couple of fans of the truck. Smells like the brakes are getting a little hot, so I need to probably back those off just a little. That's the parking brake that's probably dragging a little, but I might just take the pin out of it. Everything looks good, straps look good, nothing bouncing around. 2 Model Ts and a Model A headed for Mount Carmel. Well, we're just trucking through Yucca, past the big mall. One of these days I'll have to tell the story of how that got up there and how much it cost the guy who put it up. Well, we're taking the back road to Nellis Boulevard, and we got some fender bender going on here. Some bent up trucks. Well, we've made it to here. Where's here, Brad?
Moapa?
Moapa. Indian res. The air conditioning seems to be freezing up. You see all that ice on there. It's nice and frozen. I think I'm gonna need to put like a compressor switch on it or something. I put R12 in a 134 system. I guess it don't like that.
It did for a while.
Yeah, it was ice cold leaving Havasu, but everything looks like it's riding okay. We've been whipping along about what, Brad? 70, 75?
Yeah, about that.
Yeah.
I've seen some cops give you some thumbs up over there by them accidents.
Yeah,
they
get out of jail free card there for a second. Yeah. So yeah, we'll check tie downs and grab something to eat. And then, I don't know, St. George, Utah, here we come. All right, so how much do you think it weighs? What's your guess on the weight? Total truck, trailer, all of it. You guys are used to pulling...
I'd be like 16, 17, 16 to 18, probably.
16?
Yeah.
What are you going with?
Just over 10.
16,480.
Money. Money.
Man, them pigs are
That's
heavy.
close.
They're heavier than they look, ain't
That's
they?
old steel right there.
I was reading something where they say those cars weigh like 12 to 1,500 pounds a piece.
Maybe they're
The Model A is a little heavier, but yeah, I'm like, maybe I underestimated the trailer. Because I figured the trailer was
That
around
trailer's
4 to 5.
Maybe the trailer's stout.
But I don't know, 16,480.
Trailer's half of what it was.
Oh, we super fueling now. Got lots of black carbon on here. Lots of carbon dust. Carbon dust out of the stacks. It's from the rainstorm.
You don't think you should reset that and get more?
Now it's full.
It's not full.
It's full enough where we're going. We don't need fuel.
You're full of it.
Well, we got fuel, we got food. It's time to get trucking. Well, we made it to the gorge. Trucking up through the gorge now. Pretty much does it for the Virgin River Gorge. 9 bridges and 11 miles. The most expensive piece of interstate ever built in this it up. And it's in Arizona. Well, we're trucking the back road here, going across to the Coral Pink Sand Dunes, the Cane Beds Road. That's race Merlin. 360. 360 off-road. Made it.
Got some front row parking.
Front row. Right here in the front row. We'll get us a car off of there to drive around the show. We'll be good. Feel like I've been trucking all day. My butt hurts. So I'm here at the Thunderbird golf course. Got the golf course up here behind me. And I've never really talked about this on my channel. We got golf balls down here, people playing around. We might get hit by a golf ball actually. So we'll watch for that. But anyway, I started working here on this golf course when I was 12 years old. I used to ride my bicycle 5 miles down the road. I'd come here to hang out with my Uncle Shane. And when I basically had come down here a couple of times, Ed, he was the owner's grandson. He was out of the oil field running this place, and he kind of liked the fact that I would show up every day and I would help Shane do stuff around here, and he decided to put me to work. And I started mowing around the motel, mowing around trees, and pretty soon I got to where I was fixing things and basically helping out with my Uncle Shane. And Ed, he decided to keep me around. So basically in the wintertime this place would shut down, and every summer I would come back and work. And I worked here for 6 years at the Thunderbird golf course, motel and restaurant, and now it's a full-on resort. And Ed's grandma, Fern Morrison, she has since passed on, but she homesteaded this place, 150 acres in 1932. It's got a lot of history. It's got a lot of history with me, and I love coming back here. But we come up for the car show every year that Ed puts on, so I hope you guys enjoy it. That's what it looked like when I first started working here. And that's Ed's grandpa, Jack Morrison. So this gas station basically was converted into a shop, and I used to work in that shop and fix golf carts. And that was Fern Morrison, Ed's grandma. They have a nice little gift shop. And then we come down here into the Golf Pro Shop. So if you're ever in the Zion National Park, Bryce Canyon or Grand Canyon, North Rim area, you need to come by and visit Thunderbird Golf Course, home of the homemade pies. Alrighty, it's the wee hours of the morning. Sun's not even up. It's a little chilly. What do you say, Brad? What's the temperature here?
I don't know. It's probably in the 40s.
Feels good compared to Havasu.
It does.
Anyway, we're getting set up for the show. Cord Higby, he brought his barn find. Still got a barn find tire. Anyway, I put together a distributor for him, and we're gonna try to get that thing running today. But yeah, we'll just wait till everybody gets set up, and then we'll go see some cool cars.
What are we doing here?
We're driving into the car show. Nice crisp morning on the golf course. Let's go rake the sand traps. Alrighty, we're here at the Carmel Car Show. Anybody recognize this hoodlum? Anyway, he's gonna be our camera guy. We got Cord here. This is his car. How long has this thing been sitting, Cord?
Since 60, 61.
61.
Last
Did
time
it
I
run
was
and I
there.
missed it? Kind of. It's trying to start.
Through
So
parts off.
we're gonna turn the camera over to you. We're gonna try one more time, see if we can get this thing to life. You ready?
Oh, that bell will run.
It's coming.
The whole problem was that belt.
Hey, that constitutes a run.
It's still here, just not where it belongs. We got Bluetooth.
All right, turn the key off, Cord.
Key off.
So we don't burn it up.
That's funny.
Wow.
Smells good.
That is awesome, you guys. According to the people that own this car, their grandpa parked it because I don't know exactly, but it was 60, 61 in a shed in Parowan, Utah. And it's the first time that's fired, really started.
Well, it had plenty of witnesses. There's a pretty good crowd around that's seen it. So
When are we going to see it, Alice?
probably soon. I build a lot of stuff. You can look me up on Merlin's Old School Garage on YouTube. I do videos and try to share with some of the younger crowd what I do. Try to get them involved in these old cars.
Very awesome. So I think one of your last big adventures was out across country.
So the green Model A that's sitting right here, we bought that in Ohio, and my wife flew out to Indiana, and we drove that back across the country, 2,500 miles in a stock Model A.
And that's all on YouTube on Merlin's Old School Garage. Everybody should check that out. How many subscribers do you think you're up to?
I think I'm somewhere around 150,000 subscribers and growing. But it isn't about the subscribers. It's about trying to save the kids that are so lost in this world that we need to keep them involved in this old car enthusiasm. And anytime I see somebody trying to fix something or work on something, it just makes my day and I want to get involved.
That sounds good to me.
But we got to plug this. All right, we're hanging out here at the car show. I've been letting people drive the Model T that haven't experienced the Model T, and this guy shows up. So
You talking about me?
yes, I'm talking about you. So we're going to give Matt a crash course in a 1917 Ford.
I'm a derby driver. Don't say crash course.
Well, you know, there's been several people that actually was able to drive it and not crash.
Not crash. My kids did.
So yes, come over here and look at this. Let me show you a couple of crazy things. So this is the handbrake.
Okay.
Okay. This connects directly to the rear wheels.
Okay.
Okay, this is the foot brake, not to be confused with the handbrake. They're two separate brakes. This one's in the transmission.
Okay.
Okay. There's a band in there. It's much like an automatic transmission. When you put the handbrake forward halfway, that's neutral on a Model T. So when I let this forward, you'll notice what you would think is the clutch pedal come out. That's high gear. Okay. So when you step in on that, okay,
that's low gear.
well, that's neutral.
Okay.
When you push all the way in, that's low gear.
Okay.
So your natural reaction, because of your stick shift habits, are going to be to push in on the clutch when you want to stop.
Which will put me in
It's
low gear. I'll
You're
drive through the
going. You're
wall.
going up a tree. You're running people over. Okay. So this handbrake in neutral. This center pedal is reverse. They call it a reverser. Okay. So up here on the handle, this is timing. This is choke on this particular car.
Let me sit in this and start putting this in the right part.
Okay, so and this brake pedal thing, you can run it over the outside. That's what I usually do. So we don't need to. We don't need.
What's this one?
This one's choke. We don't need
Okay.
to touch it, so
Yeah,
we'll
we don't
take
need
that
that.
out of the confusement. This is timing.
Okay.
So we'll retard the timing when we start it, then we'll pull it back down. This is throttle.
Okay.
Okay. Foot brake.
Okay.
Hand brake. Reverser. High-low pedal. So
Okay.
run the high-low pedal right there.
Okay.
So you step in for low, so we can push this forward, right?
Was my leg supposed to be on this side?
It's supposed to be on that side, but if we leave it in neutral, so you hold it in the middle
Okay.
for neutral. You let out for high, you push in for low,
Okay.
right?
Yep.
Okay, so now what we have to do, you have to get out of the car.
So in neutral, I push this
so
and I'm
if
reverse.
you pull this back into neutral, because it takes 3 feet to back up.
Okay.
It takes 3 feet to back up if this is not in neutral.
Okay.
Because you can't hold this, reverse this, and throttle at the same time.
gotcha.
Like in the original T's, this was the gas, which was another confusing. At least you got that strike going for you on this. However, you have to get out of the car to start.
Yep.
So
I had a Farmall tractor. So we got to make
So-
sure everything's that's
so we
parked.
make sure the timing's retarded, and that's parked. That's brakes locked, and then we turn the
Contact.
key. We turn the key to on, and then push in on the crank. And you can go down or up. I like to go up. So here's the thing: a lot of people misunderstand this. They say, put your thumb underneath. Okay. When it kicks back, it goes this way, right? So in the instruction book for Henry Ford, he pushed down on it, right? So if your thumb's here and you push down on it, it kicks back. It's gonna break your thumb.
Right.
So you can go down. I like to go up because then it can slip out of your fingers.
All right. What am I doing wrong here?
No pressure, Matt. No pressure. It's close. We're coming.
Don't get your thumb in it.
Woohoo! My Farmall was easier to start than that. I was a little kid, so I'd get on the top
Now
and jump up.
your
push down.
excitement, you've already made a mistake. You're supposed to run over and put timing in it, but I got that for you. So.
Ah, I see.
So here's the deal. I'm gonna let your son go with you and film.
Okay.
Oh boy.
And I wish you luck. Your first ride in a Model T.
So
Explain to people what's going on.
okay, so I'm gonna put this
So
in
you're gonna want to go
neutral.
to neutral on that.
Yep.
And I usually like to cover the brake just to kind of be ready. And this will snap back to lock you in.
Okay.
And then you can do the reverser. You're great.
You gotta.
I got
You
somebody.
got
Got somebody back there. All right.
Now to go forward. You push.
Okay, so this now to go forward. This goes there. Why did that die? Why did it die?
Hey, now what did you do wrong?
I'm trying to think what I did wrong. I tried to put this in.
Okay, so you actually didn't have to move that, but you have to hold this in neutral. Otherwise, it goes into high gear.
Otherwise, it goes into high gear.
So now we're. I didn't want to let you know
Oh,
I had
yeah.
electric start. I wanted to make you do it the hard way.
Okay.
So you
this
can
is
leave.
neutral.
You can leave that in neutral.
Okay.
And you can step down on
that's
that to
low.
go. If you want to go into high, you have to go forward for that to come out.
Okay.
So as you get opened up down here, you might want to put it in high. We'll let you roll there.
Holy smokes.
Don't run anybody over.
There's a lot going on, huh?
Yeah. All right. There we go.
A golf cart is easier than this.
There's low gear, and then this goes all the way forward.
Yeah, all the way forward. Let your foot out. Give it some gas. Not quite going fast. Oh my goodness.
We're flying now.
Moving pretty good.
Yeah.
You may want to put it in low. Oh my gosh, you know how much flex is in it?
Yeah.
Opposite of a clutch, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, this is my first time driving a Model T, and this is a significant amount of work. If you daily drove this, it would ruin you for everything else.
We've come a long ways, haven't we, Matt?
I'd say.
Like seriously.
Yeah, I remember reading about how to drive these, but you can't follow it.
No, until you experience it, you have no idea how confusing and what's going on in your brain for shifting and running. So if we had throttle, you wouldn't be throttling here, you'd be throttling here, right? And it takes constant adjustment on the timing. Because you hit the throttle, they don't just rev up. Like they start to make power, but you adjust the timing and then it gets happy. And then you have another thing that this car doesn't have, and that's your mixture control.
Okay.
Where you have to adjust that too.
Hey, big fan. I just wanted to come shake your hand.
Oh, thank
I
you.
brought my nephews to meet you, but you weren't around.
Oh.
We'll roll up the window.
But yeah, definitely something fun that you have to experience. Like you just, that pedal going in and out and controlling two speeds.
And the jump between low and high is a big jump.
Yeah, so Michelle and I, a few years ago at the car show, we had this doing 53 miles an hour on the highway right here.
Yeah.
It's the fastest I've ever gone in this car, and she was like, yeah, I don't ever want to go that fast again. And it had wooden wheels on it then.
Oh my.
So yeah.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
I really appreciate
Thanks
this.
for coming up to the show and bringing your Corvairs.
This guy's got some cool stuff. And he comes all the way up from Havasu to support this little, well,
So,
it used to be a nothing car show.
I got to tell you a secret about this whole deal. I got my first job when I was 12 years old right here, fixing lawnmowers and golf carts, and I worked here for 6 years off and on. So I'm kind of partial to this family-owned business here, but I've been to every show except for one over the last 12 years. I've done every show but one of them.
Somebody do the math on the miles. Holy smokes.
It's a lot. You know, some years I bring 2 cars, some years I bring 1 car. This year I brought the semi with 3 cars on it. So it was pretty entertaining to say the least. But yeah, I was pretty impressed when you come pulling in with 4 Corvairs. Like that's something. I mean, you never see one that runs alone 4. You've got 4 of them.
Well, people come to me, they're like, "Are you a Corvair mechanic?" And I'm like, "No, no, I got
I'm a Corvair fan.
I got 4 of them that I've got to keep running, and I just don't have time for any more."
Oh, that's awesome. I think it needs some tire work.
Put a little air in it, it'll hold.
Right, Rick? All it's missing's air and the sidewall, and ain't got no gas in it. Ain't got no air in it. Well, Mr. Hickey, what you got to say for yourself?
Listen, this thing hasn't been driven. I'm the first one to drive it in probably 60 years. That is a feeling.
That's so
And
awesome.
I'm sitting on an air tank right now. That's all I got.
How'd it feel?
Awesome.
If it had tires, we'd go for a road
We
trip.
would drive it right now. It wants to go.
That's so awesome. To Mount Carmel, probably home of about 100 people. So, got 4 miles to go to Orderville, and that's where we'll start poaching pears and apples. I got some spots where I used to pick apples and pears when I was walking home from school and coming home from friends' houses. So hopefully the trees are still alive. A lot of new people have moved in and gotten rid of a lot of the trees, but we're going to see what we can find. Cruising into Orderville, hometown Orderville. I have more miles up and down these streets on a bicycle than anybody. Cafe here on the corner. JD Cafe. Best freaking hamburgers. That's the drive-in right there. Right up here by this old house is a pear tree. Has the best pears in the entire valley.
Pears are delicious.
They are. They're super, super, super good. So when I used to ride my bicycle down the street, these pears, they're pretty scrawny this year. I don't know what happened, but these pears, they were like the best ever. And I would steal them and pick them. I would eat them all the way home, and then I would come back the next day and I would get more. And I would put them in my pocket.
All of our apples were
The best pear tree in Orderville right there. Are you guys trespassing? So we've got our first stop out of the way, and we're gonna truck up to Paul's house in Glendale. We're gonna go raid Fab Rats because I know they're at church. So I gotta start my jitney here, because it's a little tiny bit of gas. There we go. Teamwork.
There's no I in team. I think our little group here is ready to roll.
Behind this hill, and that belongs to Clayton Cox's dad, Hunter's grandma and grandpa, Myrna and Bill Cox. When we were kids, we used to pick apples in that orchard. Well, a lot of my cousin Paul's apples are part of that orchard, really, because they all cross-pollinate. But I can see from here the trees are damaged this year. They have got a lot of apples on.
Said the branches were falling off.
Look at the red delicious. See the red delicious apples up there? Oh my!
I want the golden delicious.
Goldens. You want goldens?
Yes.
Yeah, he has that one tree that's really good. I think it's that first one, man. I don't know. Maybe both of those are the same, but they're really good. And then these are like little baby crab apples for pies. But yeah, it kind of damaged the trees a little.
I wasn't kidding.
Yeah, it was definitely heavy this year. So yeah, we're just gonna have us some fruit here.
It's about halfway in there.
He wasn't kidding. The branches definitely broke on that one tree over there. Back
So heavy.
Yeah, those ain't quite all ripe yet, but they're pretty good. So, Paul and Michelle, I'm pretty sure they're in church. We just pulled up in the middle of their nice green lawn, and we're gonna raid their trees. You got? Talk to me. Look at this.
Got some peaches here and apples.
Oh my. Plums?
Well, if you get a good lash made, like,
let me polish that up for you.
you have somebody that's
Plum
talented,
polish.
that knows what they're doing, they could make you.
Just the jeans.
Your car makes for the perfect child care over there.
Yeah, look at that.
We got
Baby
the baby girl sleeping in there.
Man, we did good. Like, we got a haul here.
I know. I've had fruit.
Have
Have
you
you
got?
had the plums?
No.
Oh,
The plums are super good.
eat you that.
Eat you that.
That's good eating.
Yeah, that's good eating right there.
If we had more room, like we could pick more plums. They have so many.
I
Well,
have an entire
We
coat.
have boxes.
Because I'd like
Get
to
a
know
tote.
how many plums are you taking, Miss Nicole?
We need to get more plums because I just had one.
Because I have
and
a
I'm-
feeling like Nicole's going to take that whole box.
Let's go.
Stop eating them.
You're going to get sick. Okay.
I've had fruit off of every single one of these trees.
Yep, I had to try them all too.
Your belly is gonna ache later.
This was my last one. That was the
We're all gonna hear about it.
Cord says that's the last one. We haven't been to Bill's yet, so we're going to Bill's yard, and he's got good apples too. So that's always a good time.
Okay, so you know how Mom and Nicole have been Dumb and Dumber? Now you guys are the Three Stooges.
I know. I think that plum tree almost killed me.
So now we're heading up to Bill's, Uncle Bill Spencer. So see if this thing will start.
Cousin Paul for all of the fruits. We didn't get no vegetables. We gotta find sweet corn. We gotta find somebody's garden where we can raid some sweet corn. We could get some sweet corn. We'd be like harvest.
He said Aunt Lolly has a garden.
There's her garden right there. She don't have no corn. It's all dead. The corn all died. All apple orchards. One thing them old Mormons did when they settled this is they planted apples. Look at those red apples. Look how red they are. So we're up here at Bill Spencer's and picking some more apples. When you see a German Shepherd like this on a chain, you probably don't want to approach it. Now this dog knows me, so he's like coming up to say hi to everybody. What are you doing, buddy? What are you doing? Huh? Where's Papa Bill? Huh? Where's Papa Bill? Yeah. What is it? What is it? What do you smell on that? Huh? What do you smell? Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? Huh? Anyway, that dog right there will probably eat you if you come up here. Just so you know. But bunch of cool old relics here. These things date back to my childhood because Bill's son Dave was one of my friends growing up in high school. So literally this backyard up here was our playground. Pretty cool. Cool to visit. Alrighty, these poachers have picked. They're tired. Look at this. Everybody's like tired.
Mom has
done?
a tree in her hair.
Are you done?
I'm done.
Are you done picking?
Yeah.
Alright, well, till next time. Next year in September, Thunderbird Golf Course. Thanks for watching.